What's up guys, it's Mark here, and today I wanted to go over some tools that I use to help me stay focused throughout the day. So right now you're seeing my Facebook, and my Facebook, as you can tell, doesn't have a news feed. It doesn't have things on the left column, it doesn't have things on the right column. All it has are the shortcuts to the groups in which I like to be a part of in order to learn more about a particular area that I'm trying to get better at. So then also here, one of the things you can do is you can just go to Messenger if you're using the messaging tool. Of course, you've got your alerts, and then you see the Facebook Purity tool is right there. And you'll see you can get it right here, Facebook Purity, clean up and customize Facebook. What it does, and it looks kind of old school and janky, but you just go ahead and download it there. And then what you'll be able to do is you'll click here and you'll be able to customize how your Facebook looks for you. So right here, you can decide to hide the entire right column links. You can decide to hide the entire left column links if you wanted to. There's a lot of functionality and customization that you can do in here. I definitely want to remove the newsfeed for sure. Newsfeed is basically a black hole of your time. When you get there, it is designed to get you to scroll down and consume content. So that is one of the best things that I found to remove that time. There's also Kill Newsfeed, so you could download the Kill Newsfeed right here. Let me just make sure that's the one I used. Yep, this is it. I'm going to add it to Chrome because honestly, Facebook Purity, it still pops up a little bit, but with the Kill Newsfeed, it definitely goes away whenever you open it on Start. So the next tool I use is Distraction-Free YouTube. And Distraction-Free YouTube, it's kind of funny because I'm making these YouTube videos. The purpose is not to monetize anything here, but to just help myself in terms of improving my understanding and learning of concepts, and maybe meet some cool people through the channel, contribute back to the community. And right here, what we're noticing is Distraction-Free YouTube. When I scroll up here, looks like this icon. You click it, you have options to hide and customize what your YouTube looks like. So for me, my YouTube kind of looks like when I go to a Google search. All I see when I go to a Google search is the search bar. I'm not distracted by what I would say a Yahoo type. I went here to search, and now I'm like, oh, Megan Kelly, oh, this guy, oh, that's interesting, oh, let me click on that, right? Again, designed to be a black hole of your time. So all of this new stuff is not going to help me increase my profits. It's not going to help me launch another product. It's not going to help me do that other real estate deal. It's going to take my time and put it in the wrong place. You know, I'm a strong believer of focus on you. Trying to change the system is a lot harder than changing how you interact with the system, how you use the system for your advantage and gain. So enough of that little rant, but going to Google, what you can notice is at Google, it's just the search bar, right? So that is what I was trying to do with YouTube here. You might have specific channels that you like. Just search their name. You know, when you want to get the content, search it. Which brings me up to another point. In your Gmail account or your email account, you probably have a ton of emails pouring in, many of which could be subscriptions. How often do you read those subscriptions? Seriously, if it had some information that you really needed to get, you would do a search for it. You don't need to have it coming to you. That kind of goes into the whole concept of, are you proactively searching for content consciously, or are you unconsciously consuming stuff that's thrown in your face? You want to be proactive in your life. You want to go out and find the information that you can apply immediately to your particular situation. It doesn't help if you're learning something that is irrelevant for your current situation. How does that help you? It was just going to create, oh, I've got to be thinking about this thing when I get to this level. No, no, no. You got to focus on what is the next step I need to take to get to the next level. If you have a problem, search for it and you'll find a solution. If you can't find a solution in YouTube, leverage the communities that you can find on Facebook by asking the question there. If you can't do that, try to cold call someone, make a comment on YouTube. It's funny, as I was doing the conversation with you guys here, a message popped up down here from a friend of mine. You've probably seen that. So I think the way to do that is to hide the chat box here. Just got to click Save and Close and see if that works. All right, last tool that I use online that's been really helpful is the video speed controller. So it's this thing right here. It says video speed controller. You can go to settings. You can do all these shortcuts. You can do the increment time for the steps. For example, if I go here to a video that I'm trying to learn how to merge two videos together, I can increase the increment speed over here. I can have a default speed, whatever, for every video that I watch, there's a default speed. So when I'm learning something in particular, when I'm watching a YouTube video, I will typically watch it at 2x speed or 1.5x speed. I'm trying to get up to 2.5x speed. So this is something that I found to be super useful because YouTube only allows the increments of 0.25. So here you can do it in 0.1 and work your way slowly up, get to a level where it's a little bit uncomfortable, things don't really seem to be making sense, and your brain is going to just figure out how to make sense of it. Even this video, put it at 2x speed, and that will get you through the content that you need to learn to apply much faster. All right, last thing I want to leave you guys with is this cone of learning conceptual framework, which is telling you after 2 weeks how much of the information you will retain by doing different activities, splitting it up into passive activities like reading, hearing words, watching a movie, versus active activities like giving a dramatic presentation, which would be what I'm doing right now. Doing the real thing is, of course, the most powerful way of learning something new, and then simulating the real experiences in between. But if you're going to create a YouTube channel, you might as well do it to do a dramatic presentation, to teach what you know. And by doing that, you will retain it better. New information that I'm learning, I'm going to be working towards sharing that with you guys so I can have a better understanding of it myself, but also to have a greater purpose of sharing with others to find like-minded individuals that I could connect with, to build my skill set of doing presentations, right? So there's a lot of other reasons that you could be doing a YouTube channel versus trying to make money. Like, trying to make money isn't really a strong purpose. Trying to make money isn't going to push you to continue doing what you're doing if you're not seeing the results that you want to see. So that's my whole purpose here with this channel. And now I'm going to get into how I manage my relationship with this device. Alright guys, I'm here using DU Recorder to record my screen, and one of the strategies I've done, this was actually one suggested by a friend, is my Instagram is all the way over here to the last page. So in order to get there, I have to swipe a bunch to get there, and when I get to my Instagram, basically it just has a few people that give me some good motivation for the day. For example, Ray Dalio, he's great. He's got a little principle of the day card, so it's helpful for me to, kind of get my mind steered in the right thought pattern, the right way of thinking about things. So really take a look at what's in your Instagram. If it's something that makes you feel bad about yourself, less than, just mute it or delete it, get rid of it. You don't need it. This is great because it's giving me a little bit of motivation each day. So that's that. The other thing that you should notice is I don't have a whole lot of notifications, and the reason why is because I've turned off the push notifications for all my apps. If you're not sure how to do that, you simply go into your gear here, and then you would go to your apps, and of course it might be different on your iPhone, but if you're going down here, for example, Messenger, all those little Messenger pop-ups and dings, well, why don't you just block them all, right? Block them all, that way when you're working, you don't even have to turn your phone on mute. You just click on your Messenger and just make sure that your notifications are set to block. And so when you want to go to Messenger to check your messages, you're doing it consciously and proactively without reacting to a message. If someone doesn't get a response from you in 4 or 5 hours, they're still going to be okay. They're not going to die. So that's the big thing right there. One of the other tools that people have suggested to me is turning your phone into Grayscale. Here I've just tried to really clean up my apps, and I've gone through and I've done a purge of all these apps that I'm not using. They call it the graveyard of apps on your phone. So these are kind of the main apps that I use: Messenger to message people, DU Recorder to record my screen, Slack is great for the projects that I'm working on, and then I have my Airbnb account. Recently started selling on Amazon for a brand of mine. Trello, I don't really use that much. I can go over that in another video. I use a Google spreadsheet to help me stay organized and focused on what to do during the day. And then, Amazon's just there for a placeholder. So that gives you an idea of how I'm managing my relationship with my phone. If you guys have any hacks that you do, let me know in the comments below.